Now we're going to talk about the difference between a closed stance and an open stance, or even a straightaway stance. A straightaway stance is where our feet is basically lined up right towards our pitcher. A closed stance is when we closing ourselves off from that pitcher. You don't see too many players hitting with a closed stance anymore. A lot of fathers, a lot of the young coaches make the mistake of saying if a kid's bailing out, if he's afraid of the pitch, let's close him up so now he'll step here and be in a better position to hit. But the problem with that, of course, is all his weight's going this way. So it's one of the worst things you could do. A lot of hitters these days are now starting to hit with the open stance, and really the reason for that is you see a lot of minor league players hitting with open stances because they've been using those aluminum bats, those metal bats that will hit anything. Then they get into professional baseball and they've got to use a wood bat, and they have a hard time getting to the ball. So they start opening themselves up to get a better look at the pitch and get to the ball a little bit quicker. There's nothing wrong with an open stance. A lot of people use it, but there's some really bad drawbacks. This is what you got to look for. If a player starts with an open stance, he's got to get back to even with his foot. Most of them, if you watch, they don't get back to even. They're about 6 inches still open. They don't gain enough ground. And what happens is, if you're 6 inches here, you just gave 6 inches off the plate. The plate's only 17 inches, and you're giving 6 of it to the pitcher. I see that a lot. I don't care if it's high school or college kids. I see a lot of that. Another problem that happens a lot of times in this open stance is a player will gain ground, meaning that they will go further, almost into a closed position. Those players now will have a very difficult time catching that inner half of the plate because now their weight is over too far this direction. So whenever you can teach a kid, try to teach that straightaway stance. Open, yeah, you see a lot of guys do it, and some in the major leagues, and they do it real well. But most of your best hitters, your Rodriguez's, your Pujols, all those guys, they're all straightaway hitters.